Society Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
And we are here for day 20.
But scratching day 19.
And it finishes the row.
Yes, only one row to go.
Oh, what do we have planned? Okay, so today, you want to read?
Yes. Today is Advent Thread Pack number 3 by Weeks Dye Works. Thread chosen by the designer for the third custom Niceless pattern.
So I twisted everybody's together.
These look very fallish.
They really do. That's exactly what I thought when I was putting them together for everybody.
But I can see how they are Christmassy too.
Yeah, and Mom was even talking about starting the pattern today.
My whole kit is right in here.
So we have our fabric from yesterday, our threads from today, and maybe if you went back and looked at who our vendors are for this one,
you
probably
know who the designer is.
Probably have a guess as to whose pattern is coming up. So, other than that, stitching, you want to show what you got done?
Sure. So I didn't get anything done. No, I got a little bitty bit.
Well, she went out with her friends from high school yesterday.
I did. And we went to a Christmas concert and it was really fun. It was beautiful music and yeah. So all I did yesterday was my 25/7 and I've already done my 25/7 for today on it. And I am really excited because I am this far.
She can taste the finish.
My original goal was to be done by the end of December, and I don't think that'll happen. I'm working over here. I need to finish up putting all of the
little bobble
all
things.
of the flowers on it. So I was distracted by my pretty fingernails. So I am up to here and I just have this part left to go. I have to finish this one.
I told her she could probably finish if she just wants to, because she's basically the one saying she only puts 25 minutes in a day on it. And so if she really wants to work on it and get it done, it is her rules. It is her cross stitch. But also she has been saying multiple times today, let's just get on the Black Needle Society and see if anybody wants to stitch and chat. So I'm like, okay, if we do that, not today, we'll talk about that in a minute. Not today, but if we do that, you can work on that and get some good push done on it.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I really only had like the bottom line where it says Christmas garden, and then I started on this side. So I had this one, the one next to it, and the urn and part of the center stem done when I started on November 2nd. So I've gotten a lot done. I had a little bit of the border done. So, but this is done even with the border that far. Pretty exciting. I'm sorry. Your turn.
You're fine.
I am excited about it, obviously.
I restarted last night and ripped out Home for Christmas by Plum Street Samplers. This is the one that I said yesterday that I see colors that are not what was called for. And I like what I see versus what others may see. I don't know. Maybe others see the brown and stuff in there, but I saw like a slate gray, kind of leaning toward blue color there. So I did a whole color conversion on this thing. Here you can even see my little notes there. So I am stitching my border in Cauldron from Classic Colorworks.
And it looks really pretty. It makes your fabric really pretty.
Yeah, I really like it. Now, I am not entirely doing away with the called for with this color because it is also on the house. And it's a brown, and I think it makes sense on the house. So I'm going to keep that brown in here. I just wanted my border to look a little different on this.
Yeah.
But then I took a look at some of the other colors, and like the pomegranates, I felt like went more brown than the like pretty like soft pink and red that I was seeing. So I changed some of those colors out. I changed the urn colors down here. And then I looked at the called for whites on my fabric, and it may just be my fabric, but they went yellow. And so I swapped out the whites even, and I was like, just whole thing apparently. So
Mine came as a kit.
Yes.
So the other thing that's been going on today.
The reason that I've said we're not getting on today on Black Needle and saying, who wants to stitch with us? I am in the middle of a stash dive.
Yes.
Mom was working on cleaning up her wardrobe because she's trying to just pare it down. And so she was in her room doing that, and I was hanging out with her and going through all my whips. I have a whip count. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. If you want to play a game, guess below how many whips I have. Maybe I will give you first pick. If you are the one who comes closest, I will give you first pick at the D-stash pile. Even before her. So, there you go. Let me know how many whips you think that I have, because I did count them and I have a number. So now I'm going to go through, I have kitted projects that I'm going to go through and see what I have, and then I'm going to go through and see what just patterns I have, and we're just starting the de-stash part of all of this. The whips I don't really de-stash just because, yeah, they're started. I did decide to unkit a few of them, but they were from when I was teenager Katie, and I had very different color tastes, or I don't even know what I was thinking back then. I didn't make myself notes, so I don't know what my conversion was. So some of them I unkitted simply just because of that. And if I do decide to start them again, it will be completely starting over.
I do have one Teresa Winsler that is started, so it's technically a whip. It's really more like a UFO. And
they're really more like guidelines.
Yes. And I may be de-stashing it, like the whole thing. And I who knows? I have it set up, I think I have it set up so that I have everything, all of the floss in bags, and I think I even have the blends in separate bags. I don't know. I don't know what all I have with it, but it's one that I'm feeling like I don't really think I would get enjoyment out of it. We've also been playing with our planners.
Yes. So I will tell you already notes for next year's planner. First of all, the tabs, we're going to get sturdier material for your month tabs.
What did Athena put on hers?
I think she just used tape and then she cut around it. So that might be something that we do too. So if you need an idea, you can get some of the really clear Scotch tape and tape it and then just cut out the excess tape. And it just kind of like faux laminates it.
Yes.
Let's see, next year's planner, I also want to do stats for the beginning of the year, or no, stats from last year at the beginning of your planner, so you can kind of compare how you do last year to the current year. And then, yes, having done today's whip list, I want to put in a place for you to list all of your whips if you want to. So I need people to chime in on how many whips you have, because I need to know how many spaces to put for everybody. So.
Yes. So we know how many Jennifer has.
I don't want to say her number in case she doesn't want it out there.
No.
That's
But I know how many she has.
Yes.
I have close to 150.
So I know like Mom, I would think is on the higher end, but I know somebody in the community is starting 200.
222.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I think that's the number.
It's Jen Lee.
Yeah. So she's starting that many. So, that's a number for you too. So everybody has their own number, and if you're willing to share it so I can know how many lines to put in the planner, please do.
So, what are your plans for stitching today?
The little bit, I kind of think this haul thing is going to take most of my day.
It's taking over, huh?
Yeah, but that's why I really pushed to get some stuff done last night on my Home for Christmas. But it is actually today's project as well, according to my schedule. And then I have 2 more. I included all of the Christmas in my whips too. So I just looked and I only have 2 left. So, and one of them's Blackbird. That'll be next. And then the one after that is Christmas Eve.
Oh, fun. I will either start this one or depending on how lazy I feel, I really want to stitch the and Rudolph.
And Rudolph. Oh, oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
It's
the La-di-da.
yeah, I think I put it right in here too. So it's this one, and Rudolph by La-di-da, which is really cute. It's just a listing of them. It would be a fairly quick one. And I have these two skeins of a silk. One is more like a slate blue gray, and the other one is greenish. And I really want to stitch this. So if I would get up and go find a piece of fabric, that would be fine.
She did try, but it didn't work. It was too small.
Just a little too small.
Okay, so that's it. Bit of a Gabby video for us, but we're having fun. I'm having fun.
It's my first official day of winter break.
Yes. Mom is she was just starting to go through the challenge for 2022. The Black
I was just looking at them. Yes.
Yeah.
So I showed Katie my oldest whips. What I think. I did not necessarily log when I started projects.
Yeah, and I didn't either. This is, I mean, again, there's no cross-stitch police here. So it's going to be what you think your oldest whip is, or relatively what your oldest whip is.
And that one is finish your oldest whip. And the one that Katie picked, I would have to, it's a 5-part series. I would have to finish 3 of the 5 parts. I'm like 2.5 charts through. So, but I would have to finish that 3rd one in the middle, and then I think it's 2 more. I think it's just 5 parts. So we'll see. That's what she's voting to choose
really
as
pretty.
My oldest one.
It's really pretty.
So, but I also want to write in my January projects and see how they fit in here.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun using the planners during the year. And again, if you guys have any thoughts or notes or pages you'd like to see in the planner during the year, send us a note, because we would love to be able to include that for you, so that it already has that built into it for you next year.
And is this something that you're interested in? Would you like us to come back monthly-ish and show you what we've done with our planners for the month?
Hoping we've kept up with the planners.
It might keep us
It
working on our
probably
planners.
would. It probably would.
So let us know that too. So how many whips does Katie have? And do you want us to do planner videos periodically throughout the year?
Yes. And how many whips do you have, if you're willing to share it?
Yes.
Okay.
With that,
we'll see you tomorrow with a pattern. Oh, did I just spoil?
Bye.